Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sing. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it is about these white men who set up their mics to talk about black women. I mean, hypersexualizing black women. There is nothing great about this podcast. There is nothing great about this video. I found it very offensive and disgusting at the same time that they all decided like they do not have something else to talk about, or like of all things to talk about, like, you know, they decided to like sit down and stereotype black women and say some disgusting things. Not just black women, black people as a whole, because they were talking, it's also more like they were talking about black women and black men at the same time, right? And if they could sit down and say something like this in a podcast and edited it and aired it, right? I am worried about what, they discuss when they turn off the mic. Because really, these people are so rare and cis. And I am going to say, man, you all really, especially my queens out there, you all really be careful, because some of them actually aren't even coming. Okay, now they have never dated a black woman, never had any relationship, nothing, but they have so many things to say about black people. That is really very disgusting. So step to the screen. I'm gonna roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And straight away, let me roll the clip.
Black chicks are just not into me, really. I don't know.
I don't know if I could handle like some of those black chicks. It's like,
it's kind of like you really got to be good at what you're doing, right?
well, I don't want to fuck somebody who's on FaceTime the whole time. A. And B, here's the craziest part is though, some black women, it seems like they fuck back, dog. That's the thing. I don't know if
Well,
I
that's
can
what I'm
handle
saying.
it, but yeah.
It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if I can handle it, bro.
You got to be like fucking consistently, kind of, I feel.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like kind of like, do you want this? Like, yeah. I don't think I got this. I'm not that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would, but I don't think I'm all
Underwhelm.
right. Yeah, I don't want to underwhelm, bro.
But
And I
then
don't want to go into a place where I know I'm going to underwhelm. That's the thing.
No.
As a black woman, I wonder sometimes if black women were to not say anything ever, I think people would still invoke us. While watching this, all I could think about is the fact that it's a byproduct of centuries worth of stereotypes and ill-informed characterizations of black people used as vehicles to justify our oppression, subjugation, enslavement, the fact that we are hypersexualized, and violence inflicted against us. It's also a reminder of the fact that black people are treated as though we are monolithic. We're not given the luxury of being treated as individuals. What one person says or does is used or perceived as a reflection of the wider collective. Furthermore, how often is it that a black person gets the luxury of just being able to exist, not having to be confronted with racism, violence informed by racism, or bizarre, unsolicited, microaggressive, ignorant commentary like this? Hardly ever. And can I just say, don't speak like this and be shocked that you don't get attention from black women. Let's be a little bit forward thinking, okay? Or reflective.
Black chicks are just not into me, really. I don't know.
I don't know if I can handle like some of those black.
Go ahead and watch that further, because all he does is denigrate and stereotype black women. And it's disgusting. But yet when I say black unity and black appreciation, it gets all you thin lippians shook. It makes y'all seize and foam at the mouth, gnashing and thrashing of teeth. But do y'all think that I want to be around men or boys actually who act like that? I should be forced to like men who denigrate and degrade? Absolutely not. Black kings forever, snow puppies never.
Black chicks are just not into me, really. I don't know if I can handle like some of this black.
I'm about to go bed, and I caught this video as I was flicking through TikTok. And it's very disappointing. I can't speak for African American women. I can't speak for them. But these guys didn't specifically name what level of diaspora you're talking about. You're talking about Caribbean women, you're talking about Black British women, you're talking about West African women. You know, they just said black chicks. And they further go on to describe black women in the sense of being so intense that, you know, they can't handle, they can't step up. I felt the way in which they worded it was very derogative of black women. It was almost like they were describing black women as animals, you know, some type of being that's so that they can't deal. And the first guy is like, black chicks just aren't into me. Now that I don't know this person, I don't know their content, I don't know what they put out to the universe. I don't know these people. Maybe it's something that you're doing that black women universally see as a red flag. And they're clever. They're not like, oh, I can change him. They know that, no. This ain't the one. I'm not going to waste my time with this one. Or it could just be something else. And the other guy, the guy who looks like, you know, he's Mullet City, that guy, I think that he doesn't know a lot of black women. I think what he sees is probably on Pornhub. And I think he doesn't really know what black culture is, you know, be it African American culture or otherwise. So it was a bit disheartening to, you know, log on to TikTok and that's the first thing I see. You know, why are you talking about us? If you look at all the other videos on that account, views not really over 5,000, but that video starts talking about black women, all of a sudden 300,000 views. I'm like, why are you talking about us? And then why are you talking about us in a derogative way? What have we done to you? Sometimes I get up in the morning and I ask myself, why do they hate us so much? What have we done? Generationally, what have we done? And yes, I put my hand in my t-shirt because it's comfortable. But like, what have black women done? Why? Just leave us alone, man. Leave us in peace. Let us have our hair, our weave, our bodies. You know, let us have a big ass booty, big ass tits, flat ass, flat tits, whatever. Let us have our weaves. Let us have our braids. Let us have nails. Let us not have nails. Just leave us alone. You know.
Black chicks are just not into me, really. I don't know if I can handle like some of this black.
Somebody sent me this video and I couldn't be more pleased. So a few weeks back, I tried to have this conversation and TikTok, I guess, wasn't hearing it because if you scroll my profile, the video is still up. It's a video of me. I have a blue top on, doesn't have any writing on the cover, but the video has about 110 to 120 views, and that's how you'll know which one it is. In that video, I'm basically like having a conversation about this, like just saying like how in my experience with white men that I've actually been able to have like a conversation, like an in-depth conversation with, like it's been revealed to me that like white men have this fear of approaching black women, right? A lot of it is due to their hypersexualization of black women, right? Where they, you know, they over-sexualize black women. So they have this fear that they can't fulfill black women or satisfy black women sexually because of the myths and the hypersexualization of black men, right? So the myths about black men and their shoe size, we'll say. But the other thing too that I found in my experience was that not only was it their fear that they couldn't satisfy black women, but it was also the fear that black women did not find them attractive. In the video, I talk about one of my friends who basically said that, like, because of, like, black women's loyalty, like, he had never seen black women date anything but black men. And so he assumed that black women were not attracted to white men. And so it deterred him from like even trying to approach or pursue black women. And I just think this is interesting because we have all this conversation about black women's desirability, but there's not a lot of conversation about what black women desire. And I think there's a reason for that. And I'm glad to see these guys having this conversation. But I will say this. One of the reasons why white people have so much problems when they talk about race is because they're too comfortable having these conversations without any self-loving black folk in the room. If they had had a black woman in this conversation, then a black woman could have asked them, why have you reduced why did your mind go straight to sex? Like, you're not concerned about whether or not you have anything in common, whether or not, she'd actually be interested in you and want to give you her number. It goes straight to whether or not you can satisfy her. And it's very much rooted in myth and stereotype. And so this is why y'all need to have black people in the room, and even especially black people who make you uncomfortable, because those are the ones that are going to teach.
Black chicks are just not into me, really. I don't know.
I don't know if I can handle like some of those black.
I don't know, maybe it's your personality, maybe it's who you are as a person, maybe it's how you treat people. The hypersexuality that you guys give black women is crazy. This whole video is crazy. Like, at no point in time bringing up black women was necessary, considering none of you guys even experienced having a relationship with a black woman. So the topic at hand of just fucking us is predatory, is weird, and very uncomfortable. This was a loss for you guys. Leave black women alone. That's something you should consider. Just everyone leave black women alone, please.
If I could handle like some of those black chicks, it's like,
It's kind of like you really got.
This video is a prime example of why y'all need to stop having podcasts. Because what are you even talking about? What do you even mean? It just shows time and time again that y'all like perpetuate these stereotypes or internalize this information about black women when black people are not a monolith. So there's different types of black women. They're not all the same. It's like, what are you talking about? You don't know if you can handle what? No, but for real, y'all sound crazy. What are you talking about? Because it's just not making any sense.
Black chicks are just not into me, really. I don't know.
I don't know if I can handle like some of those black.
Two white men discussing black women like they're an entirely different species on a podcast, in a video that was rewatched, edited, and then they decided, yeah, let's post this. Should be shocking, but unfortunately it's not, because there are centuries-old stereotypes about the hypersexualization of black women, black people in general. And these two white men who both admit they've never been with black women also comfortably say they can't be with black women because black women are just too sexual for them and will have too high expectations for them. Like, first of all, how do you know? You've never been with black women. And secondly, are you suggesting that all of the women you have been with, i.e. non-black women, are just kind of like dead fish in bed? That's weird in and of itself. Completely away from all of the racism. Whether the two of you recognize the racism or not is kind of irrelevant. That's how pervasive this shit is. And I promise you, black women will watch that video and not be surprised in the least. Disgusted? Yes. Offended? Probably. But surprised? No. Am I surprised that they decided to post that? I mean, I wish I was. No, I'm not. But it's like this kind of like thinly veiled racism hidden behind their own kind of like weird sexual insecurities and self-deprecation. And it's quite disgusting. Anyway, boys, What are y'all saying when the mic is off? You know, this is what you say when the mic is on. This is what you decide to post. Ugh.
Black chicks are just not into me, really. I don't know.
I don't know if I could handle like some of those black.
Black women don't fuck with me. Black women don't fuck with me. Why don't black women fuck with me? Proceeds to get on a podcast and hypersexualize black women, which 9 times out of 10 means that you hypersexualize black women and black people in general, and most likely other BIPOC people in your real life. Why don't black women fuck with me? Why won't black women fuck with me? Because you see them as sexual objects and not people. Why don't black women fuck with me? Why don't black women fuck with me? Because you keeping their names in your mouth unprovoked on a podcast. You literally being the people that black women have been complaining about for the past like 2 years. What are we even talking about anymore?
Black chick, it's like,
It's kind of like you really got to be good at what you're doing.
Yo, black women, be careful when you're dating these types of guys, because when I tell you, interracial dating is hit or miss. Either you get treated by a queen by like 8 guys, or you get hypersexualized like these losers in this video. Because to say that we're all just like super hypersexual, freaky monsters in bed, when like there's still black girls who are Christian, who are waiting for marriage, who don't see themselves in the light or don't carry themselves in this way. Just because you see it in the music videos or see it in porn videos, like not all of us act like that or think like that. Like this video is so freaking repulsive, and I don't I actually don't have any words.
So this is all I got from the stitches, and first of all, I am going to say that I am really disgusted by 2 grown men turned on their mic, and started saying this about black women, right? I am disgusted. And man, they say you don't have black girlfriend. You never dated any, but you already sat down in your own space and imagined something like this and talked about it. And then turn on your mic and sat down with your fellow snowballs or whatever to talk about black women. You all can really do better. And it's really very no, there is nothing cool or good about this video. Nothing. I am disgusted by how they sat down. Now, you can imagine how they turn on mic to say this. I don't think I am worried about what they said here. I think I am worried about the ones they did not say. And the fact that they edited this video and decided to post it is more disgusting. And I am going to say this to all my queens out there. You all really should be very careful when race mixing with all these people, because I don't see how somebody will eventually end up with this kind of people or this kind of men or this kind of boys. It is the stereotyping for me. And I don't find it any interest. Like, podcasts like this should just end. And stop talking about black women. They don't go around looking for you all. Stop talking about them. Let them be. This is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you all so much for all the support and love. I really do appreciate you all. And I will absolutely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.